Welcome to Comicstorian's Complete Story Series. This is the place where you can find your favorite trade paperbacks and single issues read back to you dramatically as we recount the events that happened in your favorite books. All alterations to the panel, text, and images are to prevent copyright problems, and all art is owned by its respective companies. Now, this is the continuing story of Batgirl and the Birds of Prey, a new team led by Batgirl, Black Canary, and Huntress. There's not really a leader, they're just a team of 3 individuals. Now, when we last left off with Barbara and Dinah, the girls were chasing a lead on a person who was posing as Oracle, selling mob information to other mobs. While chasing a lead, the 2 teamed up with a mysterious Huntress who seemed to have similar goals. But once the 3 caught up with the monster they were looking for, he managed to escape and Huntress stormed off, insisting that she was much better off without them. After finally getting back on her own, Huntress reminds herself why it is that she is chasing Santo. And this is when we learn Huntress's current backstory. It all began in the 1860s in Sicily, when Italy first started to see what the world now knows as the Mafia. Her great-great-grandfather, Gino Bertinelli, along with the Cassiamento family, stepped up to stop the bandits that infested their small village. However, with their power to protect, soon became a demand of money from the townspeople for their services. The next in the family line was Salvatore Bertinelli, who then later immigrated to America in the 1930s. But as the Bertinelli family then began to grow into one of the top 5 families in Gotham, the alliance with the Cassiamentos fell apart. Salvatore's son and Huntress's father, Frank, went on to marry a beautiful woman named Maria, and shortly after, her and her brother Pino were born. But with the passing of the Salvatore family, any truce with the Cassiamento family faded, and Frank swore that Salvatore died because of them. However, no matter how bad the blood between the 2 families was, what Casso Sentimento did to her family was unforgivable and he must pay. It doesn't take long for Huntress to swim over undetected and sneak into the warehouse where Santo was being held. But as she lines up her sights to kill him, she begins to hear a hissing sound. She turns and Asp tells her next time she creeps along a graded catwalk, she might want to bring a towel. Lady Viper knocks away Huntress's crossbow, and Copperhead asks, "Where are your little friends?" Huntress tries to fight back, stating that she doesn't have any friends, and Lady Viper wraps her up with her tail, stating, "Well, that's a shame. You girls should stick together." Suddenly, the voices of Barbara and Dinah call out, "Yeah, we do," and the 2 shine a light, focusing it on Lady Viper's eyes. Barbara says that she's sorry. She knows that her eyes prefer darkness, and Lady Viper lets go, falling off of the catwalk. Huntress kicks back Asp, and Barbara and Dinah launch themselves onto Copperhead. While Copperhead tries to fight Barbara off, Huntress kicks them off the ledge, and the 3 snakes escape. Huntress grabs her crossbow, telling the 2 of them, "Thanks, now I have to track down Santo all over again." And Barbara tells her, "Please, let us help. We know your name is Helena." Huntress stops, asking how do they know that name, and Barbara goes on stating, "Look, just come with us and we'll show you everything that we have found off of Oracle's files." A short while later, back at the clock tower, Dinah sighs, saying that she really thought that she would come this time, and Barbara tells her not to worry. She knows a little something about stubborn people. The sounds of a motorcycle fill the room, and moments later, Huntress walks in, stating that she figured it would only be a matter of time until they found out. She is Oracle after all. Dinah explains that there isn't much information on her, mostly just old newspaper clippings and photos, and Barbara then adds, "Yeah, they're just kind of putting things together." Helena then says that they may know part of the story, but she'll tell them who she really is. Her name is Helena Bertinelli, and her father was a part of the Mafia. Back when she was younger, there was a feud between the Bertinelli and Casamento families. Santo Casamento ordered that her father be taken out, and one night during dinner, some of Santo's men showed up and killed her family. Her father and brother were both shot, and her mother was dragged away, never to be seen again. She only lived because she hid under the table, and the intruders assumed that she too had been hit. Dinah says that if that had happened to her, she'd be hunting down those mob guys as well. But right now they can't. An alarm begins to go off, and Barbara says that she got him! And Dinah asks, "Got what?" So Barbara says that she pulled some data as a bait and Oracle took it. Helena then says that the tracer looks like it's coming off of an abandoned Gotham tower, so now they just need to know where they're going. The girls quickly run out and hop onto their motorcycles and make their way to the old tower. But before going in, Barbara throws an EMP batarang to disable the power for 90 seconds, allowing them to go in and find Oracle. And as they run in, Helena runs over to the elevators to get them back up and running, and everyone notices a robot standing there. As the EMP fades, many of Gotham's villains in the form of robots begin attacking. Everyone splits up, easily defeating these robots, but as Dinah screams out at the last one, the elevator opens, and she says that there's no way she's taking the stairs now. After a short ride up, Barbara scans the floor, stating that this is the one, and the girls charge into the next room. And what they see are a lot of things of Barbara's. The girls suddenly begin to check everything out, and Dinah says that they're going to have to go on a limb here and state that Oracle may have an unhealthy obsession with all things Batgirl. Suddenly the door begins to creep open and everyone begins to get ready, and as the man walks in from the bathroom, he says, "Oh man, Barbara Gordon is in my house!" But if we're gonna be honest here, I liked you much better as Oracle. As this Oracle sits down, Barbara asks why did he steal her name? And he tells her that it's because it's such a good name. He didn't want to see it go to waste. Helena says they should just kill this Vulture, and Oracle says, "Vulture? That's a great name for a Birds of Prey teammate." Barbara stops Oracle right there, asking him, "Who the hell are you?" The man jumps up, explaining that he is Gussiel, aka Oracle, aka her biggest fan! Check out Barbara's glasses before she got LASIK. Those Coke bottle specs are bananas! Dinah picks up a lunchbox, telling Barbara that she's on here with Green Arrow and Flash. No fair. Barbara then asks why keep all of this stuff anyway, and Gus says, "You're kidding, right? You're like the OG Dream Team. You take down all kinds of baddies like Joker, Killer Croc, Catwoman." And as Gus continues listing off people, Dinah says that's great. Their supervillain turns out to be a super fan. And Helena says that she's still waiting to hear the difference. Gus then says that Barbara is the one who started all of this, juggling 3 identities. She's the best crime fighter in Gotham. And Barbara says that he's kind of forgetting Batman. So Gus scowls. That fraud? If people know what I know about Batman. Barbara begins to panic, asking, "What do you know?" Gus leans in, telling her that he knows that he's not one dude. Batman's like 6 people. Still working on the identities. Helena pulls out her crossbow, aiming it, telling him that it's time for them to be on the same page, and that needs to be now. Dinah then tells her that as tempting as it is, stand down. Gus tells everyone, "Look, I'm just trying to help you." And Barbara shouts, "Help us how? Leading Fennis to a squad of metahuman snakes ready to kill them?" And Gus says that he could have given Fennis Lady Shiva's number, but he wanted to keep it a level playing field. That's the thing that he could do if they would let him join. Barbara then asks, "Wait, you want to join us?" And Gus asks if they thought that he went through all of this trouble just to keep fighting them. Then, all at once, the girls shout a resounding, "Yes!" But before they can go any further, the computer pings and Gus says that Fennis is on the move back to the warehouse. Now's their chance to trap her. He jumps up asking Barbara to please let him help! Please let him join the Birds of Prey! Helena raises her hand saying that if this is one of those things where they vote, she's voting no. And Dinah says that she has to agree. Gus is a profiteer and an accomplice in murder. So what about Babs? Barbara heads over to the bathroom, telling them to give her a minute. She washes her face, asking herself, who is she? Is she still Oracle? Barbara Gordon? Or Batgirl? She puts on her mask, saying that she's all damn 3, and she can do this. She steps out saying that she's not sure Gus is being completely honest with them, but they can worry about that later since he does have a direct access to Fennis. After handing Dinah and Helena earpieces, she says that she'll stay here, though she trusts that Gus can help them. She doesn't fully trust him. So as they leave, Dinah then takes one of Barbara's batarangs from the display and says, just in case Gus gets any stupid ideas. Barbara jumps on the computer, saying that she really doesn't get it. He seems like a nice guy. Why choose a life of crime? And Gus sits down next to her, telling her it's because of her. Back when she was just behind the monitors and working, it was the coolest. And she tells him not to get too excited. Dinah is right. He's a profiteer, not a bird of prey. After a short while, Dinah and Helena report that their trap is set, and Barbara tells them good. They're gonna send Fennis a message and get her into position. But as she does, Barbara looks at another monitor and asks Gus why he didn't tell them how much of the mob's money he was going to give to charity. Gus says that he wanted to see how long it took for her to find out. Less than 5 minutes, and while planning a takedown. So amazing! Back at the warehouse, Dinah sets up the smoke trap and tells Helena that she's up. But Helena doesn't do anything. Barbara asks what's wrong, why didn't she take the shot, and Helena tells her that she can't. Fennis is her mother. Helena stares blankly at what she just saw, and Barbara radios in that they have a drone watching to confirm. After a quick scan, Barbara says that the facial recognition shows that she is 100% a match for Maria Bertinelli. Dinah then runs after the two of them, stating that it looks like this has become a solo mission, and Helena tells her no, she's right behind her. The two run over to their bikes, and Barbara says that she doesn't have to go, but Helena stops her, telling her she's fine. She wants answers, and the only way to get them is to find them from Fennis herself. The girls follow Maria and Santo to the Majestic Theater, and as Helena follows, Asp and the other snakes state that it's time to take their seats. The show's about to start. Barbara jumps up saying that she's gotta be there, and then she runs out telling Gus that she's going to have to trust him for now. Don't make her regret it. As the two punch and kick their way through the snakes, Dinah asks the ETA on Batgirl. Within seconds, Barbara jumps in asking where Fennis and Santo went, and Helena tells her the projection booth. The three run towards the viewing room, and as they open the door, Barbara says Oracle betrayed them. In front of the screen sits a group of monsters, and Gus says, nah, he didn't do that, he's got them. One of the mobsters steps up shouting, where's Fennis? She can't take us all out at the same time. A few moments later, Asp and the others burst in, and Asp says that he hates being late to the movies. Dinah cracks her knuckles. stating that she really hates it when people talk during the movies. Barbara then says it's time to show them some manners. The group all begins to charge in at one another, clashing, and then there's another door that opens. Through it, Jim Gordon and some officers run in shouting for everyone to get down. They're all wanted criminals, and they're gonna take them all in. While Jim and the mobsters fight off the snakes, Helena chases after Lady Viper, who has made her way to the top level. She jumps over the ledge and cracks Lady Viper in the face, and then breaks the window to the room where Maria and Santo are hiding out. Maria points her gun at Helena, and Helena shouts that she knows that she wants to shoot, but if she does, she'll never see her daughter again. Maria shouts that her daughter died years ago, and Helena takes off her mask, telling her no, she didn't. Maria falls to her knees. How can this be? I heard the shots! And she goes on saying that none of this was supposed to happen. Back then, her and Santo, they fell in love, yet she still had feelings for Helena's father. However, the only thing that Frank thought about was the family business. So knowing Frank would not give her the divorce that she wanted or let her leave, her and Santo decided that they must kill Frank. Except Santo's men wanted to settle the Bertinelli-Casamento rivalry, and they killed everyone. So from there, she built an empire waiting for the day that she could get revenge. Helena shouts, asking if that's the case, why the hell is Santo still alive? And Maria tells her that she's right. She's the one who should deliver the final blow. Down below, Dinah looks up to see Helena holding her crossbow at Santo and says that the family reunion seems to have taken a turn. Barbara says that they have to get up there, and she turns back to Asp, firing her grappling hook into his chest, creating a crack in his armor. She throws a battering into the missing spot and then fires up to the second level, grabbing Dinah. The two run in, telling Helena to wait, but Maria points her gun at them, saying that this kill is Helena's. Barbara tells her that they've been doing it the right way this whole time, and Dinah tells Helena, don't throw it away. Helena aims her crossbow, and then she brings it down, saying, killing Santo won't bring back her family. She's choosing to let him live with the consequences for his action. Shortly after that, Jim Gordon runs in and Helena tells him to go ahead and arrest Santo Casamento for the murder of the Bertinelli family. This woman is Fennis. She's a murderer and needs to be locked up as well. Maria tries to tell Helena to wait. They could start over. They could be a family again. She can't lose her again. But Helena walks off, stating that the Bertinelli family died because of her selfish actions. She already lost her. As all of the criminals are rounded up, the girls watch Jim do his job, and Dinah asks Barbara if she ever plans on telling him. Before Barbara can answer, Helena says, don't. If you did that, all he would want to do is protect you like any good parent would. Barbara quietly tells her that she's sorry about her mother, but she did the right thing tonight. Helena sighs, telling her, maybe, but now she needs to figure out what she's going to do tomorrow. Barbara and Dinah hug Helena, while Dinah says that she's a bird of prey now, and Helena says that she isn't much of a hugger, let alone a group hugger. A short while later, the girls head over to Gus's place, and Barbara says that they should turn him in, but he did watch their backs out there just like Oracle would. So they're gonna let him be their eyes and ears, and of course, he will be on probation. One false move, but Gus jumps up, shouting, I get it! Don't worry! I won't let you down! Helena tells everyone, dawn's about to break. It's time for them to get some shut-eye. And Barbara tells Gus that they'll be in touch. As the door shuts, Gus's computer alerts him that it's time to take his medication. And then a message pops up, reading, what's your status? Do they trust you yet? Gus responds with, baby steps, stand by. And then says that this deal's getting worse all the time. Now that, with the first part of this video, gives you the rebirth of the Birds of Prey, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know by giving this video a like, and let me know in the comments down below if you want more Batgirl videos and Birds of Prey videos. I know the first one kinda didn't do that well, but we were doing some weird stuff in the channel back then, which may have affected the video getting views and the true fans of Batgirl getting a chance to watch this. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Comicstorian. I'll see you next time right here.